Hey, sister, this is Dr. Karen Osborne. Listen, a really quick message before we get to the episode today. I want you to consider possibility of being part of a sisterhood of women just like you that want more connection and passion within their marriage, want a deeper connection with their children, that want more within their business and their bank account, want a healthier and lean body, and want to clearly know their purpose. See, this is what my Women Wanting More live events are all about. Being part of a sisterhood of women, 2.5 days of going deep on all of these things and coming out the other end knowing clearly what you want, why it matters, and the tools to actually put that shit into action. So if this is something that's speaking to you right now, I want you to head over to drkarenosborne.com, click on the Coach With Me button, and we will start the application process to see if you're fit for my next live event. Enjoy the episode, sister. Love and appreciate you.
Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So I've started teaching some powerful lessons to my boys. I kind of feel that they're at this point, they're 3 and almost 6, that they can start to hear the message a little bit more than, say, when they were really little, they were babies, right? And so what I've started doing with my sons, this is just day 2, is to have their code of conduct. We're calling it their power words. And so you can call them affirmations. I don't really like the whole thing of affirmations. I think sometimes the things that people affirm, they don't truly believe. And I think the reasons why a lot of affirmations do not work is people will say things, but inside their brain's going, well, you're full of shit. So you really have to believe it. I don't mean affirm it. Well, if I say it enough, I'm going to believe it. And that can certainly be the case too. However, to me, having a code of conduct, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, is different than the affirmation. So I've started this with my boys. And so today, as I'm walking back from dropping off my son Tyson and holding his blankie, he still loves his blankie. I'm going to miss the blankie one of these days when he doesn't want it anymore, but sometimes he wants to walk with it to school and then I carry it back home. Side note. But anyways, back to the code of conduct. So today we were doing it. He's like, I don't want to do it. This is stupid. I hate this. And so I talked to Tyson about the importance of the words we put into our head. And how much easier it is for us to actually do this with our kids early on versus trying to erase all the crap that was fed into us as children and as adults. And if we are now in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. So I want to teach my kids early that what you say to yourself matters. That what you believe about yourself matters. So 2 things happened. Number 1, with Tyson this morning. So, again, this is stupid. I don't want to say these words. So I told him that. I go, listen, this is the reason why we say these things. I am awesome. I am powerful. I am strong. I love myself. I am the greatest. Because I said, Tyson, and it's funny because I said, well, I'm just going to say them then. And so I would say, I am kind. He's like, no, you're not. I am the greatest. He's like, you are not. I said, listen, buddy, just like you're trying to knock mommy down right now and say that these things that I believe to be true about me are not true, you will have kids and teachers and other people in your life and strangers that say the exact same thing about you. And just like you were telling me these words right now, I said, it's kind of like Superman, the bullets are just deflecting off of me. The words you were saying, I hear them, but I don't let them inside of me because I know what is true about me. I know what I believe about myself, and that's all that mattered. So I told him, I said, buddy, let me tell you about someone called Muhammad Ali. Now, to me, because I've started boxing, and my intention and my goal is to get in the ring sometime in 2017 and fight or spar. So I told him about Muhammad Ali. I said, look, Muhammad Ali would say this: float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm the greatest, Muhammad Ali. And now look, I don't know a lot about the history of boxing right now, but I believe that Muhammad Ali, people really saw him as like this braggart, like, oh, look at the big ego, and he turned out to be one of the greatest boxers of all time. So, he stood behind that. There wasn't just words, like he owned that. He was that. He was the greatest. But I said, sometimes, Tyson, people will say, well, if I say these things about myself, that's not as important as being humble. So he's like, well, what does humble mean? I said, well, humble means that you keep all your wins to yourself. You don't celebrate them. You celebrate other people, but you don't celebrate them yourself. And I said, it is important for us to celebrate our own wins, the stuff we love about ourselves, the stuff that we really have fun with, the stuff that we're good at. So who knows if a little bit of this got in today, but let me tell you a different story about my other son, Kai. Same words that we say. And for the last 2 days, when it comes to I am strong or I am the greatest, he goes, no, I'm not. It's so funny. Like when he said it yesterday, I'm like, what do you mean? Like you're already thinking that you're not strong and you're not great? Like, see, I believe that we come into this world with thinking that we're awesome, we're incredible. And it's these experiences that we have that kind of chip away at over time, which again is why for me as a parent, it's important for me to build this into my children early. So they don't have to go through some of the same shit that I did as a kid, right? They can know better. They can have these tools. I can fast track it for them. They don't have to wait until they're 47 to kind of realize the power that they have within themselves, as I do, and I believe that to be true now for me. And so when Kai was saying, like, I'm not strong, it kind of made me realize, I'm like, holy shit, at 3, he already has some of the messaging in there. Already. So the way that I help people to explain, to understand things, is to tell stories. The same way I'm telling you a story right now, sister, right? Kai is like obsessed with Thomas the Train. Knows them all, knows all the new ones, has favorite ones. He calls these different trains his best friends, or as he says in his little boy voice, his breast friend. Just hilarious. Thomas is my breast friend. So these days it's Spencer. Now, if you know Thomas the Train, Spencer's kind of an asshole. Spencer actually does say, I am the greatest engine in Sodor. The Duke and Duchess are waiting for me. Like, he is a bit of a pompous ass. However, I knew that he could relate to that. I said, Kai, you know how Spencer says he's the greatest engine in Sodor? He goes, yeah, he carries the Duke and Duchess. And I go, yeah, but I said, do you know why he's the greatest engine in Sodor? He goes, why? I go, because he says he's the greatest island in Sodor, greatest engine in Sodor. He says he's the greatest, Kai. So for you to be the greatest, all you have to do is decide it and say it. And so, it's kind of one of those things when your kids are little where you're like, not really sure if that got in. But the next thing you know, I'm hearing his little boy voice saying, I am the greatest. I am the greatest. So what are the words that you are telling yourself, sister? Like, truly, what are the words that you are telling yourself? Do they inspire you? Are they, I don't even want to say negative or positive. I don't really even want to label it that way because I don't think that really helps. But let me ask him this maybe a little bit deeper. Do you believe in you. Because just like I told my boys, and I'm telling you this message right now, the only person that has to believe that is you. You don't have to get it from somebody. People don't have to tell you that in order for you to believe it. You don't have to give anybody, or you don't have to have anybody's permission for you to be who you be, for you to believe in yourself, except for you. You're the only person that has to believe in yourself. And so that also means that people don't believe in you. Thank you for your input, but it is not valid. Now, there may be certain people in your life, your husband, your kids, maybe some of your family, maybe a couple close friends, maybe clients and business partner that, their words matter. If they were to say things to you that you would probably listen. But as I said in a previous podcast, and I'll reference this one in the show notes as well too, not everyone's opinion matters. But the most important opinion that matters is yours about you. Let me say that again. The most important opinion that matters, sister, is your opinion about you. Your belief in you. Do you believe in you? Some deep shit today. Some deep shit. So here's your more tip for today. I want you to journal a page of what you believe about you. What you believe to be true about you. Don't censor it. Let it come out. You might not like what's coming out on that page. That's okay. But you gotta know where you are. Gotta start somewhere. If you want to believe in yourself more, or at all, if you want to build yourself up, if you want to strengthen that mindset skill, as I teach my clients, you have to know where you are. So it would be like saying, well, I have to lose weight, but I don't want to get on the scale and see where I am right now. So you have to have that measuring stick, that yardstick. So write down a page. What do I believe about myself? What do I believe to be true about me? Journal that down. And then send me an email, drkaren@drkarenosborne.com, and let me know what's come up for you with this exercise. So I want you to go ahead and head over to drkarenosborne.com. It's my news site I launched about a month ago, and opt into the Women Wanting More newsletter. You're going to get all 3 episodes 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as well as daily videos, references to Facebook posts, everything to really help you begin to believe in you, sister, to get clear on what you want, why it matters, and to teach you the tools to really put that into action. Plus, you'll get all information about all the live events coming up, which, by the way, I'm already planning my next one. The current one is actually coming up in 12 days from when I record this podcast. It's coming out about a week later, so it'll be 5 days after that, time you actually hear this, or 5 days-ish. Which, as I record this right now, there's 2 spots remaining. There's always some last minute people that pop in. And that's by application, as all my other coaching programs. Also, my next group mastermind will be starting the 3rd week in October 2016, because some of you will be listening to these episodes in 2017 and 2018. So the next group mastermind is coming up soon by application as well too. All the links will actually be in the show notes to be able to apply for that, which begins with an application, then a powerful conversation with me. But really to be part of this Women Wanting More sisterhood, be part of a tribe of women just like you that want more within their life. So again, head over to drkarenosborne.com. Make sure to enter in your name and email. There's a few different places to opt in, and I will get you connected on that today. So I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborne.com/newsletter.